Welcome to reality. You're now on the Code of Mind channel. The main tool the Matrix uses to control people is shame. Not fear, not pain. Shame. It starts being implanted in you from early childhood, when you're told, it's shameful to get bad grades. It's shameful not to obey. It's shameful to be different. It's shameful to talk about what happens at home. It's shameful to say you feel bad. It's shameful to cry. It's shameful to ask. It's shameful to simply be alive. If a child brings something inappropriate to school or just tells the truth, parents blush, because the Matrix has forbidden authenticity. You grow up in this system, and every year new masks are placed on you. It's shameful not to get married, shameful not to have children, shameful to be single, shameful to be with someone but not be happy, shameful to be a housewife, shameful to say a man provides for you. Even if you're in love, something whispers, you are not enough. Shameful not to want children, shameful not to want a job, shameful to be yourself, now your body, shameful to be not beautiful, shameful not to meet standards, shameful to age, shameful to wear your wrinkles, shameful to leave the house without makeup. You look at social media images in perfect faces, perfect poses, perfect lives. Then you look in the mirror and feel, I'm not like that. But you are real. They are not. No face on social media looks like reality. They're filters, masks, constructions. Open any online store. Look at the model. Now look at customer photos and reviews. Same clothing. Two completely different worlds. We were programmed to believe that being ourselves is shameful. Being calm is shameful. Not fighting is shameful. Not fitting in is shameful. And the Matrix wraps it all in a smile, saying it's just fashion, just normal, just adulthood. But no, it's a program. And you carry it inside you. Every time you want to say no, but stay silent. Every time you want to leave, but remain. Every time your soul screams, but you clench your teeth and smile. That's not you. That's shame. And it isn't yours. It was implanted. A confident person cannot be controlled. They know who they are. They don't need approval. They don't need permission to live. That's why the Matrix doesn't need you confident. It needs you doubting, especially yourself. Shame is the seed of doubt. It's planted in childhood, watered with comparisons, fertilized with other people's opinions, and insecurity grows. At first you just feel shame. Then you stop trusting yourself. You doubt how you look. You doubt how you speak. You doubt whether you deserve love. You doubt whether you're allowed to choose. And you start waiting. For permission. For approval. For validation. You hand over your power. Silently. Voluntarily. Out of habit. An insecure person is easy to manage. They're afraid to stand out. Afraid to say no. Ready to give up freedom just to be accepted. Just to avoid rejection. Just to avoid shame. And suddenly you're no longer a person. You're a manageable node. You look at others and think, they're better, they have more, it's easier for them. You devalue yourself by default because shame is embedded like a virus in the system. It lives in the voice inside you. You're not good enough. You don't deserve this. You're not ready yet. Wait. Hide. Be quiet. But now you begin to see where it came from. Who said it? Who planted it? And why? Because the more aware you become, the less controllable you are. Here's the subtlety. When shame and doubt are embedded in you, you start comparing yourself to everyone around you. It feels like everyone else is living better. Everyone else is succeeding. Everyone else has what you don't. You scroll through social media, and it looks like everyone has it all figured out. Someone is traveling. Someone has the perfect family. Someone built the perfect body. Someone bought their third iPhone in 6 months. And you swallow the image like a pill, not realizing it's not reality. It's a storefront display. You begin to believe others have something intangible, something essential, that they know how to live, that they're fearless, that they feel no shame. But the truth is, Almost everyone wears a mask. Almost everyone is afraid someone will see how tired they are, how much they doubt themselves, how little they trust themselves. Every morning they choose clothes not because they want to, but because they fear judgment. This is how the Matrix operates. It builds the illusion of other people's perfection so you never feel your own. It shows fragments of other lives, edited, filtered, context removed, so you believe you are worse. And you do believe it, because in that moment you are disconnected from yourself. You compare your inner reality to someone else's exterior highlight reel. Your pain to their photographs, your real emotions to captions written for likes. And the most dangerous part? You begin to think something is wrong with you, that you're behind, that you're failing, that you don't measure up, that you're unworthy. Then you retreat. You stop taking risks. You're afraid to begin, afraid to be honest, afraid to step forward, because the background virus keeps whispering, "You're not enough." But who said that? Where is it written? Who are the people you compare yourself to? Are they truly alive, fulfilled, authentic? Or are you staring at a mirage, a collection of images designed to keep you feeling inferior? That's the Matrix's real power. It doesn't forbid you from being yourself. It simply shows you how you should be and waits for you to abandon yourself voluntarily. Everything changes the moment you stop performing. You no longer want to smile when it's not funny. You no longer want to agree when everything inside says no. You begin to feel, not by template, not by instruction, but genuinely. And that's when the Matrix becomes uneasy, because a convenient person is predictable. You can sell them opinions, fears, trends, products, status, dream images. But an inconvenient person is a glitch. They start asking questions. They stop obeying expectations. They step outside the circle. And everyone still inside the circle begins to feel uncomfortable. The people who were once close to you suddenly stop understanding you. Some distance themselves. Some feel offended, because you are no longer who it was convenient for them to see. You became yourself. And that is always uncomfortable for those who haven't yet allowed themselves to be real. The system begins testing you, through doubts, through random words from others, through situations designed to push you back into the cage. Everything around you seems to whisper, "Are you sure? Are you really going to live your own way? Aren't you afraid of being alone?" And in that moment, a choice appears. You either roll back into comfort, or you remain in honesty. If you remain, something extraordinary happens. For the first time, it becomes truly quiet inside. Because within yourself, you are no longer a stranger. There is something rarely spoken about. When you begin reclaiming yourself, the Matrix stops attacking directly. It launches the next wave, through people, unexpectedly. You simply start living differently, and suddenly relatives, old friends, acquaintances appear, pulling you backward. They don't ask how you are. They arrive with accusation. You've changed. You've become distant. You don't talk to family anymore? You should be ashamed. You used to be simpler. The Matrix activates shame again. Only now it's not in textbooks, it's in the voices of those who knew you. They call you back, downward, to the version of reality where you can no longer exist, where you were convenient, quiet, correct. But now you are different. You chose yourself, and you begin to drift away, not from pride, but because you no longer fit the script. The response? Resentment, manipulation, the same virus. What, you think you're better than everyone? Did you forget who raised you? Who do you owe? And again, shame, for walking toward where you can breathe easier, for no longer saving everyone, for choosing yourself over approval. People begin to disappear, some silently, some slam doors loudly, some block you, hoping to punish you. At first it feels unsettling. Then comes silence. And in that silence, for the first time, you hear yourself. You look back and can't understand how you lived like that, how you tolerated, adjusted, explained yourself, tried to fit. How you gave them a version of yourself that was convenient, not real. This is liberation, first through pain, then through strength. Because when you truly choose the path of the Creator, you lose a lot. But in exchange, you gather yourself, the real one. There may be fewer people around you, but you finally become you. First comes the silence. After you let go of the old, after you stood firm, after you didn't return. Inside it feels unfamiliar. Fewer people, more air. There is a sense of being alone, but you are no longer afraid. Because now you know who you are. And in that silence, in that space without falseness, without roles, without hiding your thoughts, someone appears. Not from the past, not familiar, but yours. Someone who understands you halfway through a sentence, who doesn't pull you back, who doesn't try to fix, convince, reset you. Someone who has also walked through pain, who lost to find. Someone who can stand beside you without overshadowing you. And you realize, this is a new stream. People who see you, not by old labels, but as you truly are. They didn't arrive from somewhere. They arrived for something. They are drawn to your clarity, because you are no longer afraid to sound like yourself. With them, everything is different. Conversations go deeper. Silence feels comfortable. Eyes are clearer. No one clings. No one demands. No one pressures. There is simply you and them, and the feeling that you are finally home. You are no longer performing, no longer trying to be correct, no longer afraid to say, I don't know. Because now you know the most important thing. Strength doesn't belong to the one who knows everything. It belongs to the one who stopped being chojoy to themselves. You are not alone. You simply became so fully yourself that now those who were searching for you can finally find you. You stop looking for replacements, stop comparing, stop running, stop hiding pieces of yourself, because you begin seeing not flaws, but wholeness. You walk to the mirror. For the first time, you don't look at your face. You look into your eyes, and there is no stranger, not broken, not almost, but alive, real. You. Your soul no longer squeezes itself into a format. It simply shines through every movement, every word, every pause. You are beautiful not because you resemble someone else, but because you finally resemble yourself. You are not perfect. That is your strength. You are unique. All of it, the scars, the turns, the doubts, the tears, they do not weaken you. They made you. You understand. Everything that happened was necessary. Everything that left was extra. Everything that remains is real. You are not an accident in this world, not a mistake, not a background character. You are the only one in your avatar, with a one-of-a-kind soul, a one-of-a-kind story, and a gaze that no one else on earth possesses. The Matrix tried to make you forget yourself. You remembered. And now you are not just human. You are awakened, and that means you are no longer afraid to be yourself. And believe me, that is the most terrifying thing for those who once wanted to control you. Thank you for being with me on this channel. I wish you the best possible branch of reality. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Take care.